Sorry about the delay, people, but welcome back to FRL for the first time this season. And we are commentating F2 because I can't make F1 due to league racing problems. And let me just bear with me a moment because my game volume is a bit loud. There we go then. So, oh, that Ferrari has just got in the way of the racing point. I believe he's on a lap. That's not very good. He should have stayed out. I don't understand what he was doing there. Now he's just ruined the racing points lap of dog odds. So that's his lap ruined. I wonder who the Ferrari was. And if it's Timmets, yeah, it was Timmets. So Timmets has just ruined the racing points lap. So that's not very good from him at all. Who should we go on board with them? We'll go on board with Chris. Now I thought he would be, well, midfield in F1, but he's in F2. You can get a distance over the car ahead of him, which is a McLaren. Down into the hairpin we go. Oh, we're taking most of the curb through there. I thought I'd never do that, but I just put it down to 0. So I wonder if he's like invalidated his lap somewhere. Go on board with the Smoking Bandit. There's the majority of strategies going on between softs, mediums, and hard people with us. And I've not been caught up with this qualifying session. Let's see what he does in the middle sector. A 50.5, and he's improved by 3/10 on his personal best time. Where is he at the moment? He's in 14th place, so he'll get himself into the 113s. Continue this pace, and he can find more pace obviously to the third sector. Unfortunately for this German Grand Prix, it is going off the track for next season in 2024, shall I say this year. Coming to the final corner, he did go a bit wide through the penultimate corner, and it's a 30.6, that's fantastic. So he's getting 2/10 through the middle sector, and he puts himself up into 10th place. So let's go on board with the main runners. Laurie Queen's not set at that time, neither has Laggy Racer. EVO is his first attempt, so we'll go on board with him. He's got a bit of a distance slipstream from himself and the Toro Rosso. I can't pronounce his name, I call him Boy. ERO, shall I say. These names can get a bit confusing, I can't keep it simple for some reason. Easy enough to say. Sorry about earlier on. We've still got a lot of time in this qualifying session. I thought I'd be back very late, but obviously I'm here now. A 50.2, that's what he did in the middle sector. So I believe this is a quick lap, because Bandit's lap was a 53.4 if I can remember the middle sector, and he just did a 50.4. Can he get himself in a 1 of 12s or 11s? Okay, so he's coming across the line, and this is a 1:12.7. I think that's a good lap time from the EOR driver. So he puts himself into 6th place. Let's go on board with the main runners. Rudo's not on his lap. Wolf is on his out lap, so keep an eye on him. Nielsen. Right, so we'll go back to the pits. We'll go on board with live now. These names are quite hard to pronounce. Oh, he's come back to the pits, so he won't be completing that lap. Who else on the lap? Timmett, the Ferrari driver, is in 7th place. Not a bad place to be in. But he did block someone on his lap, so he could get an investigation for blocking someone on their flying lap, because he definitely blocked him. I have no idea what he was doing. He should have stayed on that line. Laggy Race is having laggy problems. Kyle, he's on his in lap. Okay, so Mark Rudo has got the quickest with a. Okay, I'm a bit confused what's going on. I can't keep up. I think Wolfie's just put himself into 2nd place. No, he's on his flying lap. So someone did move up the order, but I can't figure out who. Car ahead of him, can he get a slipstream? He's 4/10 up on his personal best, like already through the 1st sector. So what was his best time? His best time was on that long straight. As we could do the Mercedes section. Nice and tidy through the corners, keeping the rhythm and momentum going. As we come to the end of sector 2, 6/10 up. So this is on course for a pole position lap. If you can keep it nice and tidy throughout this part of the lap. Come round through the final 2 corners. It's so easy to have massive understeer through here, especially when you're in dirty hair. Hello, Sherwood. And he will set a 1:11.4, amazing lap time. He's a 10th up and 4/10 up to the middle sector. So he's a 10th up on 2nd place, as the rest are in the pits. Timmers, or Houseman should I say, on his out lap, so he's on the medium tyres. Still got 4 minutes to go in this session. You've got to be so careful not to invalidate your lap time, or cut the corner for the first part. Short shifted to realise that wheel spin on the exit, and we go through the 1st sector, so he's a 10th up already on his personal best. He set his best lap time on the hard, so that's expected to be quicker on this set of tyres. Oh yes, now remember the strategy is mediums to hards, so those soft runners are really in trouble here. 1st to 4th to 6th to 10th, so it's mediums to hards the strategy. So those soft runners will be in a massive bit of trouble for that first, they can get away from the first 2-3 laps. When it comes to lap 5, they'll be in trouble. Oh, he goes slightly wide through on the exit, and he goes 2/10 quicker through the middle sector. So that's really what he can do on the last part of the lap. There's a car ahead of him, and that is I can't pronounce these people's names. He gets a bit of understeer through the part of the corner, and he'll cross the line to do a 1:12.5. So he's gone 4/10 quicker through the final sector alone. It's a good lap time from Houseman. So he's the net medium runner, pole position runner, shall I say, for the medium tyres. The rest are still in the pits. So how many tyres have they got left? The Smoking Bandit, is he on his lap? He's used his EOS. I think he's just finished his lap to do a 1:12.8. Jory has got up to 10th place, improved by a second, it says on the Delta. So good lap from Jory. He puts himself into 10th place. Kyle on his out lap, so go on board with him as he rounds the final corner to start his final lap time. Swinging through the first corner. Oh, I don't know if he invalidated there. He did go wide on exit. He turns his EOS down and he goes wide through the 3rd corner, so could be an invalidation. Yes, it is definitely an invalidation. So that first part of the lap, as we see Finley go for a little spin on the exit of turn 4. Got to be careful here. There's some cars approaching where he is. Hopefully he can get back on the track nice and safely. Don't be stationary for too long, because he will disqualify your car, and he's safely round, so that's okay. I presume he got in the curb, or he put too much power down on the throttle. So we've finally got some main runners out, and Live now will start his final flying lap. I presume this would be his final. Oh, look at that! A slider to the exit of the first corner, as we see a Ferrari come out the pits. Hello V8 Field. I wish I could have you in the commentary box with me. It'd be so nice to not do it alone. So he's already a 10 down to the first sector. We saw that slide or oversteer to the first corner, which compromised him. He also saw a Ferrari come out of the pits, and my commentary is not very good at the moment. I'm so sorry. So the top 4 then, all on the soft tyres, and that's probably the worst idea to do, as Laggy Race is unfortunately retired. He's having some issues with his internet, and he will be started down in 19th position with no lap time, so he can start whatever tyres he wants, and his job now is to fight through the field. I'm getting ready to start my stream. Thought I'd drop in. It's nice to see you anyways. Whoa, it's too late for EVO to come out of the pits. Okay, we've got another comment to come in here. I'm gonna, and he pops himself up into 3rd place. Where's Mark? He's down at the 4th corner. We get, oh, there's another spinner, and that's the McLaren. Don't know which one it is, but you can see in the background he is safely through. And that's Nielsen. He's ruined his lap. That's his pole position chances over. And who's that? Live now. What's happened between the McLaren and the Haas? Okay, something strange going on here. You can see the McLaren in the background. That's his teammate. The Smoky Bandit's gone off somewhere, and apparently he's done 3 laps on those set of tyres. Oh no, he's ruined his chance of getting pole position. And he's retired through the session as well. Oh my goodness. Now, to be fair to him, I've spun there plenty of times. So that's pole position for Wolf. He stayed in the pits throughout the whole thing. So is anyone else on their lap times? Chris? No. That's the EV. Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna call him PL. PL is on his lap time. I'm not going to pronounce their names. I'm going to just call them by the car name. The Haas driver coming through the Sachs corner. That's it. Qualifying is over. Then we got Wolf on pole position ahead of the German driver, which is Rudo. Live now in 3rd ahead of Jury, and Nielsen in 5th ahead of Houseman. Pure Fantasy is in 7th ahead of the Smoky Bandit. Laurie is in 9th ahead of Chris. The Haas driver in 11th ahead of the Racing Point. Ferrari in 13th ahead of Finley in 14th. Kyle in 15th. Sorry about that. Ahead of Javier. Alex in 17th ahead of the Dutch driver. Laggy Racer has not set a lap time, and he'll be started in last. Apologies if I can't pronounce your name correctly, I'm so sorry. Please do not get offended, like last time. The German Grand Prix always puts on a fantastic show. Every league race I've been in, or raced in shall I say, and commentated in, it's been fantastic. Hopefully there'll be another one here for F2 again. Unfortunately I couldn't commentate for F1 due to the times switching over. So the top 4, as I believe, they start the soft tyres, so they'll be the first ones to pit, then the medium runners will take over this race, if I get the data on. Yeah, so top 3 shall I say, because Niels has got beat by Jory Gabe, so Jory looks like in a comfortable position. You don't really have to fight these guys, because these guys are on a definite 2-stop. I doubt those hards can make it to the end on lap 6 or 7, depending when they want to pit. Those soft tyres will die out very quickly at the German Grand Prix. I've experienced it before, and it's their strategy, so I can't really judge. But all I'm saying is Jury is in a better position. He's the highest starter on those medium tyres, with Hausman as 6th. Then there's mediums all the way down to 9th, which is Laurie. Hopefully no one started outside the top 10 with the softs, and no one has. We've got one driver on the hards, and that is the Alfa Romeo driver. If I can find him, there he is. It's a formation lap, guys, you've got to be careful. Don't want to bump into each other. There'll be a slipstream train for sure. There always has been at this Grand Prix. If these guys are going to do a 2-start, they've got to be very quick on their opening stint. So there's 5 drivers starting on the soft tyres. The rest of them have gone to mediums, except one driver, which is Javier. What's up, Mr. Mate, Jamie mate? I'm good, mate, thanks to you. It's nice to see you dropping in a live stream. I bet you have no idea what's going on right now. I'm doing a commentary race for FRL. So the first race of the season then, let's see how it pans out. Good to see you, mate. Alright then, so we get ready for the lights to go off. Green flag at the back of the track. Wait for the lights, here we go then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 2 people have got a jump start already, and that's Laurie in the Renault. He's going to get up major positions, and he's already up into 4th place. And well, not much going on here, but going off the track, the majority of the drivers got yellow flags, and that's oh, it's the Racing Point and Toro Rosso who have crashed into each other, and the Ferrari as well, and the Williams of Finley. And Rudo will have this, not the DRS, but the slipstream. But look at that, it's gaining massively. Down before turn 4 we go. If he can make the overtake stick, we've got another driver side by side, Chris and Jory. And down the inside goes the Red Bull on the Mercedes. Can he make it stick down into turn 4? They'll be side by side, come out the exit. But who has got a better exit? And it is the Red Bull driver who gets ahead. And he takes over initially from the lead. And where's Pure Fantasy? I think he's one of those drivers that jumped the start. So did, I think it's teammate as well. He doesn't have a teammate, apologies for that. But I think it was Jory Games who jumped the start as well. You can see McLaren going wide in the background. That is the Smoking Bandit. Oh no 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 no! Oh. That could have gone so bad for the Smoking Bandit. Chris has made a mistake. I've done that plenty of times before, and it's really just got to be careful coming back onto the track. So that corner, he went extremely wide, got onto the gravel and spun the car around. There's yellows to sector 3 again. I hope it's not anybody. Chris has got overheated tyres, so the grips won't be there for now. Wait, someone else has got off in sector 1, and that's his live now. He's one of the top drivers. I think he spun in the first corner. So already drama going on through here, and I think he's lost part of his front wing. He's lucky not to crash into the wall, and he goes wide, and that allows Javier to come through. And Javier actually got caught up in the first lap incident. You can see part of his front wing missing. I don't understand why he didn't pit, but anyways, back to action. Laurie has gone deep, and that has allowed PL to come through. The Alfa Romeo going off in the background. Who is that? It is Kyle. Did he miss his braking point? Oh, he's got a bit of front wing damage, that's why. So already majority of the drivers getting front wing damage on the first 2 laps. As you can see, the drivers who made a mistake coming out of the pits. So Rudo, Mac Rudo has Matt Rudo has already got a 2.6 second gap, so he's clear of the DRS as DRS is activated the next lap. Be sure to smash that thumb hole. Cheers, mate. Pure Fantasy will head off into the pits. I can't see any damage on the Renault, so I don't know why he's coming to the pits unless it's minor. And he's not happy with the grip. And Laurie's got wide, so that'll be definitely a warning. and I bet those tyres will start to go off. Now, there's 2 drivers in the pits. That is the Renault of Pure Fantasy, who's gone back out, and Kyle, who's changed his front wing. He's gone back on a brand new set of mediums. Back to the front, nothing really happening so far, they've already spread out. Finley versus Javier. Finley's caught up to Javier, and he will overtake him around the outside unless he will fight back. So the position is secured for Finley up into 9th place. Kyle versus Laggy Racer. Kyle just came out of the pits for a brand new front wing and a brand new set of tyres to go with it. Laggy Racer, he got caught up in the first lap incident, I believe, and he also jumped the start. Down the inside goes Kyle on Laggy Racer. They both touch. Laggy Racer turned in on Kyle when he was trying to make the corner. He already turned in way too early, but it's okay for the moment. Is the race favourite holding pole. Toro Rosso making mistakes through the corner of Mac Rudo. As we've got more drivers in the pit. I don't understand, guys. I don't understand what you mean by that, mate. Laurie's in the pits, and a brand new front wing has gone to Wolf. He was the driver that started a brand new set of softs for qualifying. And where will he come out? Down in 12th place? I don't think so. 11th. Pure Fantasy has gone past Laurie Prius. The Smoking Bandits as the fastest lap, down in 12th place. Timmets versus PL, and Yellow's is set to 3. I'm going to have a look who's that. No one is cleared rather quickly, and goes down the inside. It's turn 4. Renault trying to do a little bit of a switchback maneuver. If you can get a better exit than him, he can't do it. Is the favourite performing well and holding? Is the favourite performing well and holding 1st place? The favourite. Matt's P5. I'm a bit confused by that question, mate. As Chris is back into the pits again. Jury set the fastest lap of the race on those medium tyres, as you would expect, because the only soft, well, we've still got 3 soft runners, and Chris has gone onto the softs for some reason, and he's a lap down as well. So has this Toro Rosso driver. So he will start off to feel the pressure from Jury Games, who was in F1 last season, has now been placed into F2. In my driver, good driver, not personally spoke to him, and he will start bringing that gap down quick enough, because those soft tyres will start to die down after these remaining laps. Timmets versus Doug. I think Doug overtook him. Yeah, so he's up into 5th place. I guess they're all good races then. If it isn't a favourite, who usually wins? This is a brand new season, mate. With brand new drivers. Oh, Laurie versus Fantasy. They're not done yet. Laggy Racer and CRL. He's almost at the back of him, the Mercedes. How did the Mercedes get past? Oh, the racing points, let's say. The Alfa Romeo, I can get confused for some reason. Yes, there's new drivers, and the guys that raced in been in this league, they were racing in F1. There's a brand new league open for F2, which is here. So this is a brand new season with new drivers. So that's why I'm having difficulties pronouncing those names. Down the end, no, that's not an overtaking position, and he's going for it. Should be wise, because the slipstream is pretty powerful here. There's 3 DRS zones, and Yellow's just set to 1, and that's Laurie, I think. So battle for 10th place, no, 13th place, sorry. Oh, the Mercedes has spawned, and he is in this race without any damage. I don't know what to say to that. I caught it live. It's so easy to make a mistake through this first corner. We're on lap 6 already of this 34 lap race. And Mac Rudo has got into the pits, and I thought he would get a penalty for speeding the pit lane, but he didn't. I think he got the car slowed down just enough. he comes out of the pits and he's a brand new set of medium tyres as you would expect, so he'd probably go for that soft, medium strategy. Can you get ahead of Finley? That's a definite yes, you can. Pure Fantasy is still behind Javier, and Kyle is out of this race. There he is, and there's a virtual safety car. There he is, parked to the side of the grass, so I have no idea. Oh, he probably, to be honest with you, I actually don't know what happened. Someone's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. I have no idea how can you do that, because there's a delta, and if you speed over the delta, you get a 10-second warning. I think you do get a time warning if you speed under the safety car. So I have no idea how he's done that. And the virtual safety car has disappeared. Compared to these two ERSs, Houseburn has got 100% ERS. PLs are still in third place, ahead of the guards. Front wing damage on Javier, I think. Yes, the left end plate has disappeared, so when he comes to pits, nope, he will stay out to suffer even more. You can see how much steering lock he's put into those final two corners, because the loss of downforce on that Ferrari car. Should be easy for Pure Fantasy then to catch up on him. Not any battles happening so far, not important battles going on, as the Toro Rosso is into the pits again and his teammates leading this race in the Toro Rosso, and Chris has got a penalty for probably corner cutting, and there's yellows who set to 3, and who is it? Where is it, shall I say? No one, so why is it showing me that? There it is, that's the Williams of... That's not the Williams, it's Chris. He's gone out of this race. He crashed where Sebastian Vettel has crashed. So Chris is out of this race. Rather a strange place. I think he might have a brake failure. Yellow's set to 1 as well, so the first corner. Now it's all cleared up. So strange how Chris crashed there. Like you is desperate to get past Alex. Won't try it here. You can see Alex harvesting ERS, and the Wolf has just been passed by the Mercedes driver. All over the back of Alex, and has Alex got a bit of front wing damage? Alaguirre has just set the fastest lap of the race. Don't go down into turn 1. Not enough room for you both to go through there. Race boys getting a much better exit coming out of turn 3 now. Alex is under pressure here because of the DRS, and what's Alex doing? Did he move more than once there? And he is through. Easy move, but Alex will make a dive down the inside, thank God. Oh, they both touch. I was about to say, thank God, what's it called? Like you knew he was there. Down the inside goes Laggy Racer. The yellows are set to 1, and Mark Rudo's gone off. He has... Where has he gone off then? Oh, through the first corner. That's a major disappointment for the Red Bull driver. That's in the middle of the track. That should be a safety car. Really should be a safety car. So it's funny how we get a safety car when someone retired off the track, but when someone retires on track, we don't get a safety car. I think it's more dangerous parking off the track than on the track. Yellow says a 1 and 2. Is that Javier? He's slowing down for some reason. Laggy Race has gone deep, so that'll be awarded to added to his name. And the Toro Rosso driver. Oh, I got confused and I thought he was going to the pits. Meanwhile, his teammate's up into first place. doing a good job so far, but he will be under pressure because the gap's been closing down between these two. The top 10 of Houseman and Joy, they're both on the same tyres. As you expect those medium runners to stay out much longer because it's a better strategy. Not much fighting going on here as I would have thought there would be, and Timmins is 7 tenths behind the racing point, so he's caught up back of him. His pace has improved, Timmins, but unfortunately for him, the racing point won't get DRS off the back of the Haas. Yellow's to set to 1 and that's Wolf, he's gone again. That's another driver's crash in turn 1. Is it turn 1? Yeah, there it is on the left hand side of your screen. As you approach the first corner, you'll see a car hits the wall. I don't know if you'll see it because he might not be there. Oh, he's gone. So he did crash to the left hand side of the wall. Yellow's to set to 2, and that is the Toro Rosso driver. So loads of drivers making mistakes at the right in different parts of the track, and Finley touches the gravel. We didn't want to do a repeat, and he's retired. So we're 5 drivers out of this race so far. Meanwhile, Timmins, the racing point, and the Haas driver all fighting for third place, the podium position. But unfortunately for Timmins, if he wants to get on the podium, he has to get even closer because the racing point has also got DRS on the Haas. He was much closer before on the previous lap. Or should I say much closer now than the previous lap. I don't think he can overtake here, he's too far back. Those all evenly spread out except these 3 fighting for third place. I think the BD runners will start hitting on that 14-15. Hopefully we don't see any more drivers making mistakes. A lot of first lap crashed. Whoa, I can't speak now. A first lap incident happened between about 3 or 4 drivers. Well, probably more than that. Don't want to exaggerate too much of what happened. 2 drivers jumped the start. Jory Games was one of them, but I can't remember who the other one was. And Alex has got a penalty for exceeding track limits again. So he's dropped back just a bit from the CLL driver. Can't make the move on this lap, or should I say ERO. So it's all quiet, relatively quiet. But look at this, between the top 2, he's caught up 6 tenths, so we might see a battle for the lead happening in a few laps time. Is Jory starting to struggle? Is Houseman getting the gist of these tyres? And we've got Yellow just set to 1, and who is it? It's Alex in the wall. Turn 1 again. And he's smacked into the other wall on the other side of the track, using his rear wing this time. He has got DRS, but he's not close enough at the first corner. He slid off the track. That dirty air caused him to lose more downforce on the front of the car, and the understeer kicks in through the first corner. He's struggling to turn in, but look at that, he's close to 5 tenths. He should make the move now. Joe goes defensive, but he takes his line back because Haas was not fighting him. Yeah, so the top 3 are fighting, well, the top 2 shall I say. The third downwards is fighting, 3rd, 4th and 5th, but they're stuck in a little bit of a DRS drain because it looks like the Haas driver's got good straight line speed. The Aggie Racer's got a penalty. So has Live now. So many drivers got a penalty. Oh, there's only like 14. Got 20 laps to go, boys. Honda engine versus Honda. AlphaTauri, and they're both coming to the pits. The AlphaTauri and the Red Bull have come into the pits on lap 14. This will be down to the crews now. Toro Rosso versus Red Bull. It's a Mercedes in the pits, so that was Alex. They'll go to the hard tyres, we'll see which come out of top. That was just stupid from my side, Max. So are you Alex then? Here we go then, the battle for the first place. Perfect first stint and by. So which one are you then? Are you Mac? So down the inside goes the racing point on, but they can switch back, the lovely switch back manoeuvre. But I think the racing point might have better traction coming out of the corner. They're both outside by side now, coming through the Mercedes stadium section, and Dog stays ahead of the EVR driver. Jory versus Houseman. God knows why Toro also want to change their name to AlphaTauri. When will these drivers pit then? Oh, it is the I can't speak now, EVR driver to come into the pits first after the top three. Finley's up to 4th place, he's on the hard tyres, and yeah, so he's not pitted, he's going for that long stint on the hard tyres. Meanwhile, Timmers could fancy being in the lead for the first time in this race, and someone's gone off into the Ferrari. Look at Timmers' EOS though, he's losing a lot of EOS, that's what's slowing him down to overtake this driver here in first place. And there's a ghosted car trying to come through, which is Alex. A bit distracted from my, if that was me. And look at this, Houseman versus Jury. Surprisingly, I thought Houseman will make a move down into turn 4 here, but he's not done it. And Alex has got those fresher tyres, so that's probably why he's fighting. And Alex has got a penalty as well for cutting the corner. Now I was just on board with Dog, so did he actually cut the corner or not? Meanwhile, they're losing time to 6th place here because they're fighting 6th place, and he's on a brand new set of mediums. So I wonder why he chose those tyres. Should be mediums to hards. Is this should come into the pits of this lap? No, Timmers has stayed out, but the racing point's coming in. So that's another lap of suffering on those old tyres, as Alex just set the fastest lap on those brand new set of softs. We're halfway distance through the race here. The battle between Jory and Houseman. Much greater speed than Jory and Houseman. Jory goes defensive and he's too far back to make any lunge into turn 4. Smokey Bad on a brand new set of tyres, up into 9th place, doing a good job in the McLaren. His teammates in 11th place. Timbers is our race leader then, the league owner of FRL. And Houseman's much closer to Jory this time round, but I think Jory might get a DRS off of Finley if he can stay. Well, he can stay, but he's got much fresher tyres than him. Don't think he was close enough to the 1 second range between him and Finley, so he won't get DRS. Interesting lines with the final corners. Timmins is finally pitted. He picked up some gravel as well, as Jory's got a time penalty, so that's unfortunate for him. He did pick up some gravel to the first corner, well, before the first corner should I say. Timmins come out in 5th place, but the racing point as he made it through. Wait, I can't commentate that yet. Look, Jory has got DRS, so he's safe from the threat from Houseman, but look behind. And why is Dog on a brand new set of softs? It's mediums to hards, the strategy. But he's gone for 2 stops then, because those softs can't make it to the end, surely. And he goes around the outside as Timmets. The Timmets will break late, but Dog will get the position and over and done with for now. So why has he gone to the soft tyres then? Interesting strategy going on between the drivers, and Alex has spun and he's retired. That's him done for the afternoon, or should I say night. Down the inside goes Jory. They're still fighting, I didn't realise that. They were fighting to the Sats curve, not a place to fight, but they were going at it as Finley's comes to pit, so but Jory's got DRS, but it won't be useful for the first straight. He's not using his DRS for some reason, and he's got DRS again! No! Oh my. Oh my gosh, what can I say? How many people we've seen crash through there? Dear me, come on. Oh. I wanted to see a fight between those two. Really disappointed for Jory, he was doing such a good job, but unfortunately for him, he is out of this race for Toro Rosso. So both Toro Rossos are out of this race then. That first corner's caught a lot of people out. This should be easy for Dog because he's on a brand new set of softs. We'll have DRS for this third straight. 3 DRS zones for Germany. I think the first straight's unnecessary, but second and third, yes. As PR goes defensive on the inside, Dog will have to go around the outside. The guard has got a much better traction going out of the 4th corner. And he's done it. Lovely move from the Dog. So he's got DRS. Probably Nielsen was ahead of him before he came to the pits. So the field looks like it's spread out, but look at the clouds ahead. Does this indicate rain might be coming? Because I've seen rain come before. Even when it was bright sunny at the start of the race, rain has tended to appear at this track. Is that why Dogard, or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Dogard has gone onto those soft tyres? Because it could be raining, and when the rain comes, it could be a good strategy, because those mediums and hards will be slower for the time being. Could be, but whether he chose to go on those tyres, I don't know. But it is the wrong strategy to go on. My DRS didn't close, it was open in every turn. Oh no, Jory! I've had that before, mate. That feelings, that is absolutely heartbreaking. That sucks, that absolutely sucks. I've had it before, mate. This game, yeah, I understand, mate, I understand. You get every right to be angry. Thought to myself, oh, because you didn't use DRS on the first straight, so I thought, oh, he's not using DRS for some reason, but I understand now, and that absolutely sucks, mate, when it happens. You're not bad, mate, you're not bad at all, don't worry about it, mate. It's not your fault, don't worry. Don't worry whatsoever, come back strong for the next race, mate, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's only the first race of the season, you've got plenty to prove yourself for the next upcoming races. It's only the first race of the season, mate. You could have won this, but you know, things happen like this, and it's not your fault at all. Don't worry, don't blame yourself. Blame the car, blame the game as well. It's okay. When the DRS is stuck open, there's nothing you can do except just come into the pits. But he was, well, I will get my revenge for next race. Good mindset to have, mate. Good mindset to have. Keep it up. Your pace was looking good anyways throughout the first race. Keep that up. You got the right strategy going on. You had the pace. Keep it up for the next race. You know you could do that pace. Repeat it again next week, mate. You know you could do it. Do it again. Laurie Cree has overtaken Javier, and he's made the move stick, and he's up into 8th place. Meanwhile, the Houseman will run away from this, because I don't think Dog is close enough to catch up to him. I would love to see a fight between Jory and Houseman, but unfortunately it won't happen because of difficulties, technical difficulties, shall I say. Mechanical. DRS, I had it before in Mexico, it was stuck open. And when I came through the middle part of the track, I just crashed because there's nothing I could do. Not been the best races I've seen in Germany, but it happens. Expect a track to have some good races and some bad races, of course. Not always a good race. For a minute there I thought he would come into the pits, but he stayed out. See many crashes happening through the first corner. There's 10 laps to go and the Haas driver is catching up to the racing point as his tyres are now starting to wear off. Oh, he gotta leave some space, mate. He almost pushed him off the track. And he stays ahead as well, so that was probably a late manoeuvre what he did there. At the racing point stays ahead, for the moment at least, but he will get overtaken because he'll have to pit again soon. Because he's on those soft tyres. I don't understand, if the rain does come then I understand why he chose these tyres, but if it's not going to rain at all, then why did he choose these tyres? Because this is the wrong strategy to go to when he's doing mediums, soft, not the strategy to go for whatsoever. He probably cost himself a podium doing that as well, as Turrets and Wolf go through. What times do we go for next, I wonder? The softs again? No, the mediums this time. No, softs! It's got a brand new set of softs, so I don't know why he's mucking up his own strategy here, because it's a definite one stop, mediums to hards, but he's got medium soft for some unknown reason. And I doubt the rain's coming as well. That's the only reason why I say rain, because that's what people do. If the rain does come, they switch over the strategy. So it looks, from here on in, it looks like it's going to look like it's going to be quite a race then from lap 25 to the end. We see most action happen on the first 2 laps. sound of the crowd, I absolutely hate it, Lois. I don't know if there's an option in this setting somewhere that you can turn the sound off for the crowd, because it's absolutely frustrating. I just turned the whole thing off by accident, sorry boys, bear with me. Effects. One thing I don't want to hear is the crowd. That's absolutely frustrating to hear it. Finley's caught up to Timmets. Oh, because he did run that long hard stint, didn't he? Now he's onto the medium tyres, so he's caught up to Timmets. And he could get a podium position for himself in the Williams. Onto the third straight we go, then he will have DRS, but will Timmets? Nah, he's not close enough, so Billy will have definitely have DRS on Timmets, and that's his podium percentages. Look like they're gone for Timmets. Can he make the move? Will he go for it? No, he won't. Timmets made a move down the inside because the Haas driver has made a mistake and the behaviour has gone. So it looks like Timmets' podium chances aren't disappearing, it's the Haas drivers. But Timmets is under pressure now because look at this. Oh, it is going to rain. So it looks like it is going to rain after all then. But how hard will it rain towards the end of this race? Will it be enough to drive us to switch on to the intermediates? People on the hards will struggle because of these conditions, because the tyre temperature is going down. Whereas people like Finley, by the way, this guy is on the hard tyres. He's telling me he's on the mediums, but he's not. He's on the hard, so don't worry about it. And Finley locked up during turn 2. And has he done it? Around the outside, he breaks deep, he's baited, and he loses the position yet again. He broke so deep, he locked up into the 4th corner. Oh, he's got it back. How did he manage to do that? Oh, with a touch. They have touched, and he's forced off the track. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to press that. So what will these drivers do then? Do you know these conditions? I hope it's not hard enough terrain to go to the intermediates yet. I think they will struggle because of the grip, but it'll be too slow on the inters and they'll overheat. People like this guy here, he'll be so quick because of those soft tyres. But he probably made the wrong decision because he misjudged when the rain was going to come. I think more mistakes will happen because people will actually spin off because of this rain. I think it's the best time to slow down now and just relax, because pushing hard in these conditions is not worth it. The track will be greasy now and the tyre temperatures will go down. Tibbets needs to work on saving his ERS. As every time I watched him, he's been on zero. He's been down quite a lot of times, especially in the main parts of the track down at the street. It's where he's lost out because of his ERS. And he's also struggled to overtake him as well, because he's not being able to use the battery for the extra boost of the car to try to overtake him, whereas the others have. Saved ERS of the whole third sector. The Red Bull, though, after Jory's misfortunes, has ran away with it. Made no mistakes in this race and is up into first place. He got the best strategy because the top four did start on the soft tyres, which was the wrong idea to do. But he's kept out of trouble, kept his head down. I wouldn't say he forced Jory into mistake, because the DRS forced him into mistake. There's nothing Jory could do. It wasn't his fault. But Houseman, thanks to Jory's disadvantages, Houseman took the advantage, and now he can start the season with a first win. He can keep on the track, but there's 2 laps to go. Not over for second place yet. Tibbets still needs to keep his cool in second place, but it looks like Finley has dropped off a little. Whoa, he's dropped off quite dramatically, I would say, because the gap is 2.4 now, or 2.5. Is he starting to struggle on those tyres, because the Haas driver is on has got DRS, and Laurie Cree has got past Ladd now. So DRS is not disabled, that indicates that the track is still dry enough. Will he make the overtake down here? Too far back, I think. Yeah, he can't make the overtake just yet, as Finley locks up yet again. So it's like Tibbets is safe for second place, he can keep it on the track. Live now versus Laurie Cree. Sliding through the first corner, and he's got him. He got a much better exit in the first corner, and he's done it. But the thing is that, Laurie's got to dive down the inside. But what Laurie has done has given Live now DRS. What I was going to say before, that Laurie Cree was going to have DRS. But thanks to that launch he just did in turn 2, has enabled Landau to get DRS. It's shoving him, pushed him, and he outbrakes him into turn 4, but no, he will go down the inside, and Laurie Cree turned in and hit, and they both got off the track as well. So Landau has overtaken Laurie. Will he make the lunge down here? No, he stays behind in 9th place. Smoky Bandit, let's talk about him. He's been in a quiet race in 7th place. I think he kept out of trouble in the first part of the lap. He's done a fantastic job on those hard tyres. It's been quiet for him this race, as we start the last lap. But yeah, he's been quiet from this race, done nothing wrong. He got caught up almost in an instant, thanks to some other driver. And the Haas driver goes down the inside of Finley, and he's pushed him off the podium. Or less penalties might get involved. Yeah, so Spiky Bandit almost got took out by someone, making a mistake through the right-hander. Yeah, he got on the gravel, and they looked the rears, and they spun. Almost into the Spiky Bandit, but thankfully he avoided it. And it was this part of the track where he did it. And the yellow to set of 3. Who is it? Hopefully no one. But anyways, Haasman will cross the line to finish in first place. And Timmins, an amazing, fantastic performance as well. Where did he start? Did he start outside the top 10 as well? I should have checked that before. He's finishing second ahead of EVR. Pure Fantasy is in second place. Pure Fantasy gets the podium. Finley's been pushed off the podium, so has EVR. Pure Fantasy is in second place. The race point is sixth. I said it quite weird there. Where's the information to put the thing on? Position change. He made it 5 places. No, 10 places, sorry. So we started in 13th place. There's line now, and Laurie Cree will eventually cross the line, and Lucky Racer will finish in 10th place ahead of the one driver that is outside the points. 9th for Laurie Cree. No, 8th place, shall I say. Penalties got him in the end, and Lucky Racer will finish in 10th position. I'm so sorry. And Nielsen will come across the line to finish in 11th place. That's it, done and dusted for the German Grand Prix. Not been a particularly good race, but hopefully it's just the first race of the season. Rain did play a factor towards the end of the race, but fortunately it wasn't enough to cause some overtakes and incidents. So our first season's race winner is Houseman. You could arguably say it would be Jory or Houseman, but it is the Dutchman. And Pure Fantasy, is that a Romanian flag? I can't tell. I think it is. Yeah, so Timmins in third place with 2 Dutch drivers on the podium. Penalties kicked in at the end quite significantly, which put Pure Fantasy up into second. Finley got pushed outside. Doug Barnes is in 6th. Finley, it says he's got no penalties, but did he have a fight with ERO? So did he spin, I wonder? I have no idea. That's probably why there's yellow flags were there instead of 3. I did not notice that for some reason. But anyways, come back for the next race at 6:30 next Friday. We'll see you all later.